Most IELTS candidates lose marks not because they lack ideas, but because they do not know what a Band 9 IELTS Writing Test Task 2 essay actually sounds like. Today, that changes. We are going to read a complete Band 9 IELTS Writing Test Task 2 essay out loud, and then I am going to break it down so you understand not just what was written, but why every single part of it works, and how you can apply the same techniques to your own writing. If you are new here, subscribe now. This channel will help you improve your IELTS band score. Let's start with the question. The question: in many countries, people are increasingly relying on digital devices and social media platforms for entertainment, education, and communication, while simultaneously spending less time engaging in face-to-face interactions and traditional leisure activities. To what extent do you believe this shift is beneficial or harmful to individuals and society as a whole? Now let's read the Band 9 model essay from beginning to end. Listen carefully for the structure, the language, and the way ideas connect to each other. The essay. The digital revolution has fundamentally reshaped how people entertain themselves, acquire knowledge, and maintain relationships. While this transformation has yielded genuine advantages, I contend that its harmful consequences for psychological well-being and social cohesion ultimately outweigh its benefits when individuals and institutions fail to regulate its use. Admittedly, digital technology has democratized access to opportunity in ways previously unimaginable. A student in a remote province can now attend world-class lectures online without relocating, while a small business owner in a developing nation can reach global markets through social media at minimal cost. Such connectivity proved indispensable during the COVID-19 pandemic, when physical interaction became impossible. Yet education, commerce, and personal relationships continued to function, a feat inconceivable in earlier eras. Nevertheless, the erosion of face-to-face interaction carries serious and well-documented consequences. Psychologists increasingly link excessive screen time to rising rates of anxiety, depression, and loneliness, particularly among adolescents whose formative social skills are still developing. Unlike digital exchanges, in-person communication conveys nuanced emotional cues through tone, gesture, and physical presence, dimensions that are essential for cultivating empathy and social intelligence. When these interactions are progressively replaced by curated online exchanges, emotional competence across entire communities begins to atrophy. Equally concerning is the displacement of traditional leisure activities. Shared physical experiences, communal sports, neighborhood gatherings, reading clubs, have historically formed the foundation of collective identity and belonging. As these practices recede, societies risk fragmenting into isolated individuals connected only by performative digital personas rather than authentic human bonds, weakening the social fabric that sustains civic life. In conclusion, while digital technology offers remarkable conveniences and has expanded access to resources on an unprecedented scale, its unchecked adoption poses a meaningful threat to both individual mental health and societal cohesion. It falls to both individuals and policymakers to establish deliberate boundaries around screen time and protect the irreplaceable value of genuine human connection. That is the complete essay. Now let's break it down. Breakdown. Introduction. Listen to the opening sentence again. The digital revolution has fundamentally reshaped how people entertain themselves, acquire knowledge, and maintain relationships. This is what we call a topic paraphrase. You never copy the question. You restate it using your own vocabulary. Notice that relying on digital devices became the digital revolution has fundamentally reshaped. The meaning is the same. The words are entirely different. that is paraphrasing at band 9 level. The second sentence does something equally important. While this transformation has yielded genuine advantages, I contend that its harmful consequences for psychological well-being and social cohesion ultimately outweigh its benefits when individuals and institutions fail to regulate its use. This is the thesis statement. It does three things at once. First, it acknowledges the other side, genuine advantages. Second, it clearly states a position. Harmful consequences ultimately outweigh its benefits. Third, it introduces a condition. When individuals and institutions fail to regulate its use. That condition is what makes this thesis nuanced rather than simplistic, and nuance is what separates a Band 7 essay from a Band 9 essay. Breakdown, body paragraph 1. The first body paragraph opens with a concession. Admittedly, digital technology has democratized access to opportunity in ways previously unimaginable. The word admittedly signals to the examiner that you are aware of the opposing view and are addressing it honestly. This is not weakness. This is intellectual maturity, and IELTS examiners reward it. Then two specific examples follow: a student in a remote province, a small business owner in a developing nation. Notice how these examples are concrete. They name real contexts. They do not say many people benefit. They show exactly who benefits and how. That specificity is what earns marks under the task achievement criterion. The paragraph ends by referencing the COVID-19 pandemic as a real-world validation of digital technology's value. This is strategic. It gives weight and credibility to the concession before the essay pivots to the main argument. Breakdown, body paragraph 2. This is where the main argument begins, and the pivot word is nevertheless. Nevertheless, the erosion of face-to-face interaction carries serious and well-documented consequences. Well-documented is a powerful word choice because it implies academic credibility without needing to cite a specific source, which you are not required to do in the IELTS Writing Test Task 2. The paragraph then makes a comparison that many candidates miss. Unlike digital exchanges, in-person communication conveys nuanced emotional cues through tone, gesture, and physical presence. This comparison structure is highly effective. It does not just say face-to-face communication is good. It explains what digital communication lacks. That contrast is analytical thinking, and analytical thinking is what Band 9 looks like. The paragraph closes with this line: when these interactions are progressively replaced by curated online exchanges, emotional competence across entire communities begins to atrophy. The word atrophy, meaning to gradually weaken and waste away, is precisely the kind of precise, formal vocabulary that impresses in the IELTS Writing Test Task 2. You do not need rare words. You need the right words. Breakdown, body paragraph 3. Notice how this paragraph opens. Equally concerning is the displacement of traditional leisure activities. The phrase equally concerning is a cohesive device. It tells the examiner that this is a second distinct argument that carries the same weight as the previous one. This is how you build a multi-point argument without repeating yourself. The examples here are specific and varied: communal sports, neighborhood gatherings, reading clubs. 3 examples in a short list, not vague, not generic, grounded. Then the paragraph delivers its key idea. Societies risk fragmenting into isolated individuals, connected only by performative digital personas rather than authentic human bonds. The phrase, performative digital personas, is sophisticated because it captures something real and observable, the way people present artificial versions of themselves online, in just 3 words. That economy of language is a hallmark of Band 9 writing. If this breakdown is already making your own essays look clearer to you, hit the like button. It helps me grow and produce better videos for you. Breakdown. Conclusion. The conclusion does exactly what a Band 9 conclusion should do. It restates the position without copying the introduction word for word. It does not introduce any new information. And it ends with a forward-looking statement about what should be done. It falls to both individuals and policymakers to establish deliberate boundaries around screen time and protect the irreplaceable value of genuine human connection. Ending with a recommendation adds purpose and closure. It tells the examiner, this writer has a clear, considered view and can express it with precision. Final observations. Before we finish, let me give you 4 patterns from this essay that you can apply immediately. Pattern 1. Always paraphrase the question in your introduction. Never copy a single phrase from the question. Pattern 2. Use a concession paragraph, ideally your first body paragraph, to show balance. Words like admittedly, granted, and it is true that signal intellectual fairness. Pattern 3. Use comparison structures. Unlike X, Y does this. That contrast demonstrates analytical thinking, not just description. Pattern 4. End body paragraphs with a conclusion sentence that connects the specific point back to the broader argument. Psychological well-being, social cohesion, civic life. This is what makes your essay feel coherent, rather than like a list of unrelated ideas. That is your Band 9 IELTS Writing Test Task 2 breakdown for today. Study the essay, study the patterns, then apply them in your own practice writing. I will see you in the next video.